Yates Mill County Park is both a historic site and a gorgeous country park, located about 7 miles south of downtown Raleigh. It features one of the oldest grist mills in the area that still stands and is operable. It has a rich history that includes several famous names that are still recognizable today. But it's also a stunning nature preserve that includes picnic areas and 3 walking trails, all offering fresh air and great views. The shortest trail is the Mill Pond Trail, which basically does a loop around the pond. It's fairly flat and offers the best views of the mill and the pond. The High Ridge Trail is the most challenging and has some fairly steep ups and downs through the hills around the pond and is more secluded. The Creekside Trail bypasses the mill and most of the pond, but it does take you through some fantastic wetlands and an exciting walk along planks through muddy forest.
Look at the geese.
One of their names is Rocco.
Rocco?
The mill is really worth checking out. Of some 70 grist mills in Wake County, it is one of the only ones still standing, and it is the only one that can still function. The mill dates back to colonial times when a Samuel Pearson bought the land around 1750. It's unclear exactly when it was built, but property filings show that the old grist mill was in existence by 1778, just about the time North Carolina was fighting for independence along with the rest of the colonies. The history is worth digging into if you're into that sort of thing, but here's a quick summary. Samuel Pearson left some 600 acres to his son when he died in 1802. His son wasn't such a good businessman, and after racking up debts, had to sell the land to William Boylan, a wealthy industrialist who founded Raleigh's first newspaper and the namesake of Boylan Heights, the hill overlooking downtown Raleigh. In 1853, Boylan sold the mill property to a partnership that included James Penny and Thomas Briggs, another influential Raleighite, the name behind Briggs Hardware. Although there were various stakeholders, the mill was basically controlled by James Penny and was known as Penny's Mill. During the Civil War, the land was sold again. And this is the part of the story that gets really interesting. It's rumored that the sale was prompted because James Penny was accused of the murder of one Hinton Franklin. Some say Penny murdered Franklin because of a $700 debt, which was really a lot in those days. But according to Franklin's widow, Franklin was a Union sympathizer and Penny hated the North. When his widow told this story to occupying Union troops toward the end of the war, they tried to set fire to the mill in retaliation. A single charred beam under the porch entryway was found during restoration, which confirms this story. No one knows what really happened to Hinton Franklin. James Penny was tried for the murder, but was found not guilty. In any case, the partnership sold the property to Ferraz and Roxana Yates, and it stayed in the Yates family all the way until 1947. North Carolina State University purchased the Mill Pond area in 1963 as part of a 1,000-acre acquisition for the establishment of experimental farms and field laboratory research. During this time, the mill itself wasn't being used anymore, and it began to fall apart. It wasn't until 1989 when a nonprofit group, the Yates Mill Associates, formed to save and restore the mill. NC State University sold the portion of land to Wake County so that planning could begin on a public park. Unfortunately, in 1996, Hurricane Fran devastated the area. The dam was breached, the pond was drained, and the shed collapsed. Though the mill was heavily damaged, it was salvageable, and by 2005, restoration had finished. You might see ducks, geese, heron, turtles, maybe even deer. Yates Mill Pond is a fantastic place to get away.